Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my iPhone, so call me maybe. Sorry. Now that I've gotten that song stuck in all of your guys' head, what's going on, guys? Bob Roche from RocheTechnology.com here with a very exciting unboxing of the iPhone 5. September 21st is today, the first day this actually went on sale. And the first thing I want to do before I go ahead and jump into the box is compare it to the 4S box. So as you can see, here's like the difference in length. So that obviously, the bigger screen calls for a bigger box, but it's not that big, not bigger by much. Also on the side, the thickness is just about equal. This actually maybe looks a little bit thinner, but other than that, there's really not too much going on here in terms of a different box. So moving on this side, iPhone 4S and iPhone 5. On the back, very similar. On the side, top, maybe an iCloud logo on the bottom. Oh, this has iCloud, this has an Apple logo. So very interesting there, but no one really wants to hear about the 4S on a day like today. No, you go off the screen. There we go. So what I'm going to do here is bust out the good old Hackintosh juice knife, and I'm going to go ahead and unbox this guy. So very, very carefully, very precisely, we're going to cut this plastic. So off comes this little back piece of plastic there. Hackintosh juice knife, still in the frame, just being awesome. And here we go, off comes the top, and there is the iPhone 5. Very nice. Let's see here. Just like that, and wow, I gotta say, this does feel very light compared to the iPhone 4S. Right off the bat, that's the first thing I noticed. Well, I guess the second thing after the big screen. So actually what I'll do is pull out the 4S right here, and here's the phone side by side. So as you can see, that screen isn't like way bigger, but it is definitely an increase, especially when you're talking to 3.5 to 4. While neither of them are exactly huge, there's a big difference between the two. So go ahead, moving on to the side. You can't tell from here, and this, I do have a clear case on here, so it does add a little bit of width, but not much at all. There is a little bit of a difference here. This is definitely thinner. Moving on to the back, there is the two-tone color with the aluminum or aluminium, depending on where you're from, and just the glass up here. So very similar surface of the 4S up there. Got the improved camera. Got a little microphone on the back, which this does not have. Moving over here, buttons are very much the same. Spaced out a little bit more on the 5 though. Moving up top, the headphone jack is now on the bottom, which you see is not at the top here. Power button is the same. On the iPhone 5, we now have that lightning connector right here, and opposed to the 30-pin, as well as the headphone jack right here. So go ahead and move the star of the show off to the side for just 1 minute. Go ahead and just move both of those there. So in the very typical Apple fashion, we have designed by Apple in California. I'm going to assume this says fingertips. And by the way, no, I have not watched any unboxing videos of this. So actually, no, it says hello. Well, hello. 2 Apple stickers, very nice to have. You can never have enough of those Apple stickers. I'd probably just return it if I didn't get the Apple stickers. Moving up here, these are the brand new EarPods announced by Apple this year at the keynote, the event, if you want to call it. So I'll be going ahead and getting more into those. I probably won't do a video dedicated to these just because I'm not an audiophile, I'm not an audio buff. I actually still use the current Apple headphones without an issue. They sound fine for my ears, so there's that. Very similar to what we've already seen in terms of the wall charger, but this guy is totally new, and wow, that is small. It looks a lot bigger in pictures, but I mean, compared to like my pinky, it's still smaller. I mean, like the little pins up there are smaller than my actual pinky nail. So that's very interesting and all, but at the end of the day, it's just a cable. This is what you guys came to see. Now, I'm not going to get too in-depth with this, but I will go ahead and turn it on just so you guys see an Apple logo. But that's pretty much it just for the unboxing of the iPhone 5. Be sure to follow me on Twitter. I'm at CPUKid. Also be sure to check out RocheTechnology.com and at RocheTechnology on Twitter. I look forward to having comparisons and much more coverage on the iPhone 5 in the coming days. So thank you guys very much for watching. I apologize once more for getting that dreaded song stuck in your head, and I'll see you guys in my next video.